Hello, everybody. Welcome to the last episode of After Graduation. After graduation. I'm going to take my time on this one because this is very, very crucial. This is critical to your future. This is critical to who you become, who you are. All right. This episode is called the college episode. All right. We're talking about what happens after college graduation. All right. There are a lot of things that happen during and after your college life, your college career that we're really not ready for. People don't prepare us for. You know, when you're in high school and you graduate or you're about to graduate, everybody tells you all the pros to going to college, but nobody talks about the cons. There are cons to going to college. All right. Again, as I fulfill my life's purpose, I want to empower you to be able to do the same. All right. So let's get into it. I'm gonna do a little recap. The last episode, which was student loans, that we had talked about, the average cost of college this year was $30,000 a year. Okay, $30,000 a year. Okay, so that has doubled from when I went to college in 2001. All right, we're now in 2014. So in that 13-year period, the price of college has doubled. All right, so that means for a 4-year degree, you're paying $120,000 for a 4-year degree. All right, you're somewhere in that ballpark. Now listen, once again, I want to let everybody know you can get good paying jobs with an associate's degree. All right, a 2-year degree. You can get good paying jobs. Jobs like nursing. All right, that's a good paying job. Computer information. All right, communications. All right, and some electrical jobs as well. So these are just some of your options. If you just want to do a 2-year degree, or you don't want to take out as many loans as everybody else, and still get a good paying job, those are some of your options. All right. Also, I let everybody know the question you want to ask yourself when you decide to go to college, or while you're making that decision, is when I get out of school, when I graduate, when I finish my field of study, will I be able to pay back my student loans? Will I be able to pay back the money that I borrowed to go to school? All right. And I'll let you guys know in the last episode, for a lot of people, the answer is no. All right. For a lot of people, they won't be able to pay it back. And I put it this way. All right. When I graduate from college, will I be able to pay back $120,000? Will I be able to pay it back? Will I be making that much money that I'll have enough money to pay back $120,000? And, like I said, a lot of people don't tell you about this, but a lot of people are still paying back student loans and can't afford to pay them back. Okay, so this is just simple math to me, you guys. Simple math. If I'm not going to be making enough money to pay back the loans I took out for a degree for my education, then why am I going to school for something I can't pay for? All right, that's just simple math to me. Okay, so let's get into this. So we talked about how much it costs to go to school. Well, did you guys know that the average home business can be launched with around $5,000? All right, the average home business can be launched with around $5,000. The average network marketing business, all right, if you want to join a network marketing company, all right, it can be ran from your home from anywhere from $100 to $250 a month. Okay, that's just on average. All right, so the question is this. All right, now that we have all those numbers out there, the question is this, and I want you guys to really pay attention to this episode, you guys. This is dear to my heart. Okay, a lot of this stuff I found out afterwards. I found it out the hard way. So the question is this: do you spend $5,000 to start your own business doing something that you love and enjoy, or do you spend $120,000 for a degree so that you can work for somebody else who, by the way, probably started their business with $5,000? All right, let's think about this. Let's think about this. All right, this is something to really think about. This is something that you should be talking to your kids about. This is something that you should be talking to the young people about. All right, this is something you should be asking yourself if you're about to go to college or you're about to graduate. All right, and we're going to talk more about that. What happens after graduation? So that's the question. All right, $5,000 to start my own business doing something I love and enjoy with my own natural talent and gifts, or do I spend $120,000 and work for somebody else who probably started their business for around $5,000 and still not be able to pay back the student loans I took out. All right. Remember, I have to say this, you guys, because I know it sounds like I may be giving you just a negative, but I'm being real with you guys. Remember, I'm not against school. I think school is a good thing. Education is a good thing. And anytime you can get knowledge and understanding and wisdom, you should go get it. All right. I'm all for knowledge. All right. What I am against is students and people, even adults, who don't know they have other options. You know, I'm against the fact that we're programmed thinking that we have to go to school in order to get a job. We have to go to college or we won't be anybody. All right, we're programmed to think that's our only option, and that is a lie. That is false. All right. So, all right, to the college people, after you graduate, well, let me say this: before you graduate, check out the job market. All right, the field of study that you're in, whatever you want to be when you finish, whatever you're studying in college, whatever your major is, find out what the job market is first. Okay. You want to find out what are the required skills or qualities, and what are the preferred skills and qualities. A lot of times on these jobs, when you're filling out the application or you look at the job description, they have there's two sections. One section is called the required skills and qualities. All right. And another section is called the preferred skills and qualities, meaning the first one is when it says required, meaning you can't get the job without it. All right. You want to know what those qualities and skills are. But then they have preferred skills and qualities as well, meaning if you have these extra qualities, we prefer you over the person who just has the required qualities. OK, and that's where you can put in your extra hours at school, where you have an empty slot. You may want to take a class that puts you in that preferred qualities category, meaning you're going to do something extra that's not required of the school of you, but it's extra, and it'll help you get a job quicker. Okay, so find out what those are. After you graduate, you may not be able to find a job. All right, I'm being honest with you guys. You may not be able to find a job after you graduate, or it may just take longer than you expected. And why is that? Well, a couple of reasons really fast why it may take longer or you may not find a job. There are not enough jobs in the market. All right, maybe when you started school, the market was booming in the field that you wanted to get into, but by the time you graduated, all the jobs were taken. There's not enough jobs. It's very competitive. All right. Second reason where you may not find any jobs or it takes longer is maybe the job you want, the job you're looking for, requires that you already have experience in that field. All right. A lot of jobs are like that. All right. And here's my favorite. When I say favorite, I mean, I hate this. Here's my favorite quality, which I found to where you may not get a job or it takes longer. A lot of people may tell you you're overqualified. That's right. I said it. Overqualified, as in you know too much to get this job, meaning you have way more qualifications that are needed for this job. So you're overqualified, so we can't hire you. All right. Now, I hate that one, and it really gets me a little angry because the thing you went to school for, now you have too many qualifications to get the job. That's crazy. All right. So now when you look at the reverse of that, and this is why I say I don't like the way our society pushes school the way it does, because now look at the reverse. You're telling me I paid $120,000, right, of money I don't have to get an entry-level job. That's what you're telling me. So now I have to find a job where I may not get paid as much as I thought I was going to get paid. I have to take a lower salary than I expected. All right, because I have no experience. So I get an entry-level job. That means starting from the bottom. Entry-level jobs is when you start from the absolute bottom. All right, you may have to move to a different state. All right, to find a job that you wanted. Okay. Like I said, you guys, I'm not trying to be negative. It may sound like I'm just giving you the negative side effects of going to college, but I want to be real with you. This is the real world. All right, so I want to give you the other side that nobody else talks about. All right, so now that you found out that you may have to take an entry-level job, that you're overqualified for some of these other jobs, you find yourself having to reinvent yourself. Well, what does that mean? It means even though you paid a lot of money to go to school to become someone productive in your society, you now have to develop that person even more on your own. All right, I'll say that again. Reinventing yourself means even though you paid a lot of money to go to school and become a productive person in society, you now have to develop that person even more on your own. All right, that's what reinventing yourself means. It means that you have to be what employees are looking for. All right, do you talk well enough? Okay, are you good with numbers? How's your customer service skills? Okay, are you ambitious enough? All right, these are some of the things that you may not learn in school, and most of us don't. How to be ambitious, how to do a good interview, how to interview for a job. All these things you have to reinvent on your own. You have to reinvent yourself. You have to be marketable. All right. Otherwise, you won't get that job. The person that's more ambitious than you will get the job. The person that has better etiquette or can talk more eloquently is going to get the job. All right. All right. So that's it for that. Let's talk about paying back student loans. Let's talk about actually paying them back after you graduate college. All right. Many of you are not going to be able to afford paying back your loans the way you thought you could. All right. Some of you that have already graduated, some of you have payments of $200 a month for your student loans. Some of you $300, some of you $500, and some of you wish you had a $200 a month payment on your student loans. All right. So these are some things you need to know. 6 months after you graduate, you have to start paying back your student loans. All right, that's the time period that they give you. 6 months after your graduation date. Okay, the loan companies can't ask for payments while you're in school. Some of you know that, some of you may not know that, but they cannot ask for payment on a loan while you're in school. All right, this is why some people, after they graduate with their bachelor's, they go on to their master's or they go into a doctorate program. All right, because while you're in school, they can't. The loan companies can't ask for any payments. All right, something very important. If you are more than 30 days late on a student loan payment, it will go on your credit score negatively. It will affect your credit score negatively. You don't want that. All right, avoid the being 30 days late on a payment. Okay, if you cannot afford the amount of your loan payment that you have presently, call them and they will gladly put you on a cheaper payment plan. All right. I recommend asking them to lower your payment anywhere from 25 to 50%. All right. Yes, I said that, 25 to 50%. Meaning if your payment is $500 a month and you can't afford it, ask them to cut it in half. All right. And most of the time, I promise you, just talk to them. Most of the time, they will lower it because their thing is they need you making payments. All right. But if you don't talk to them, they don't know your situation. All right. So talk to them. Now, after you go through that step, say you get to a point where you can't afford to make any payments on your student loans. All right. Call them again. All right. Ask them about their deferment or forbearance program. All right, that process. Ask them about their forbearance or deferment process. Okay, these are things you may want to Google and look up and find out what they are. But basically, it puts a hold. Those programs put a hold on your loan where you don't have to make payments right away. But it's only a limited time, and it's only for certain situations. All right, so and you only want to use these at a last resort, meaning you have no other options. You absolutely cannot pay your loans back. All right. Also, they have a hardship or an unemployment program. So in other words, you just graduated college and it's taking you longer than you thought to get a job. All right. You would call them and say, hey, please let me know about your unemployment program as far as paying back these student loans because I'm having a hard time paying them back since I don't have a job yet. So let me know about your hardship or unemployment process. All right. So you guys, again, A lot of these things I found out the hard way. Nobody told me about these things. I had to discover them on my own. All right, I was sort of like a guinea pig for going to college and afterwards. All right, so I found these out the hard way. All right, my advice to you is when paying back your student loans, call the loan companies and ask questions. All right, that's it for this video, you guys. I really wanted to take my time and do this because, like I said, it's very dear to my heart, a very serious and crucial problem that we're having in our society today. Is really a difficult situation for students when they graduate and then don't know what to do, or they graduate and the job market is not what they thought. You know, they graduate and now they can't afford to pay the loans back for their education that they just got. All right, so I hope this has been helpful, beneficial. Please share this video, spread it, like I said, to the young people. Let's help the present generation and the next generation not make the same mistakes we made. All right, grace and peace to you.